It's not unusual for our favorite singers to expose their tummies and bare arms on the covers of their albums, but their love for flaunting their skin causes major issues when their music is released in the Middle East. In a culture that requires women to dress modestly, many racy album covers are forced to go through a major revamp before they reach Middle Eastern music lovers. If you thought there was something wrong with the artwork for Mariah Carey's album Rainbow, just wait until you see how it was censored for Muslim-majority countries. If this is your first time visiting our channel, don't forget to subscribe and give us a big thumbs up. Today we'll be sharing 10 alternate music covers for Middle East censorship. Shakira. In 2006, Shakira released her highly anticipated album Oral Fixation Volume 2. The album had many great tunes, including Don't Bother and Hips Don't Lie, featuring Wyclef Jean. For all of you Shakira fans out there, you probably recognize the cover art looking something like this. It depicts the Colombian singer standing in the biblical Garden of Eden. She holds a red apple in her right hand and she wears some strategically placed sleeves that cover her bosom. The rest of her body is on full display, including her arm, her toned stomach, and her hips. An adorable baby can also be seen hanging out in a tree and innocently reaching out to grab the apple from the singer's hand. When you look at this photo, you probably don't see anything offensive about it at all. But in the Middle East, there's so much wrong with this photo. Shakira is showing a little too much skin for a culture that demands modesty. To abide by the Middle Eastern censorship rules, Shakira's curves had to be all covered up. Instead of having leaves only covering her chest, the leaves extended from her neck and all the way down to her legs. She kind of looks like a walking bush, don't you think? Britney Spears. Since she first stepped out on the scene, Britney Spears was marketed as a sweet and innocent teenager. But the pop star never hesitated to show her stuff in a series of revealing outfits. When the music video for Baby One More Time was released, Brit could be seen wearing a schoolgirl uniform with her white shirt tied at her waist. In another scene, she sported a pink crop top that flaunted her toned stomach. It's no surprise that Britney has continued to wear the least amount of clothing as possible in her music videos and on her album covers. In 2004, the singer released her album Greatest Hits, My Prerogative, and her fans couldn't believe how amazing she looked on the cover. Britney wore a tiny black bikini top, a cropped leather and fur shrug, and a pair of itsy-bitsy shorts that hung seductively off her hips. But as you can imagine, this image didn't receive the Middle East stamp of approval. Brit's record label went to work to revamp the photo to make it more modest and more acceptable. The finished image shows the singer all covered up, and all of the Photoshop looks like it added about 10 pounds to her frame, don't you think? Her bikini top is long gone, and instead she wears a solid black shirt that covers her entire stomach. Also, her skimpy shorts were replaced by a pair of pants so that not an inch of her skin is exposed. Do you think they went a little too far when it came to editing this artwork? Lady Gaga. If you're a fan of Lady Gaga's music, you probably purchased her art pop album as soon as it was released in 2013. It had some booty-shaking songs, including the track Do What You Want featuring R. Kelly. Many of the images associated with this album showed Gaga in all her scantily clad glory. The singer's never afraid to strip down to her skivvies, all in the name of music. For most, the cover art for this album isn't too racy at all, but it's definitely one of her more seductive photos. In the picture, the pop star is sitting on the ground with her legs wide open. A huge blue ball is placed right in the center to cover her privates. She's also topless and covering her chest with both hands. It took a lot of work for this image to be edited to fit Middle Eastern standards. Are you ready to see what the revised artwork looks like? Well, here it is. The blue ball was increased in size so it could cover the singer's chest entirely, and as for her bare legs, well, there wasn't a lot that editors could do besides cover them up to give the appearance that Gaga was wearing a pair of black leggings instead of showing off her bare skin. Looking at these two pictures side by side, we think they both look pretty awesome. The editing was subtle enough that it didn't overpower the artwork concept the singer was going for. Ariana Grande. Ariana Grande had yet another hit on her hands when she released My Everything back in 2014. The sultry and vampy singer debuted back-to-back hits including Problem featuring Iggy Azalea and Best Mistake featuring her ex-boyfriend Big Sean. The album was met with so much praise thanks to the singer's powerhouse vocals, but before the Middle East could sample the album in its entirety, it was in need of a major makeover. On the original album cover, Ariana is sitting seductively on a bar stool. She wears a black bustier, a pair of tiny black shorts, shorts and some white pumps. When the album reached the Middle East, Ariana's image looked a lot different. Her entire outfit was photoshopped to cover up as much of her skin as possible. As you can see, her bustier is long gone. In the revamped photo, she wears a black shirt that completely covers her chest and her shoulders, and as far as those frilly, teeny tiny black shorts, well, they didn't make the chopping block. Editors covered Ariana's leg all the way down to her ankles to make it look like she was wearing a pair of black pants. Of course, the singer looks amazing in the original artwork, but we're actually kind of digging the Middle East version. A little bit of modesty isn't always a bad thing. Demi Lovato. For those who didn't believe Demi Lovato was a force to be reckoned with in the music industry, they received their wake-up call back in 2013. This is when Disney star turned pop diva amazed us all with her electrifying vocals on her self-titled album. The track Heart Attack showcased Demi's vocal range as she poured her heart out over each and every note. The cover of her album included a black and white photo that focused entirely on Demi's beauty. The singer wore her hair pulled back into a high ponytail, exposing all of her gorgeous facial features. She also appeared to be topless, but it's hard to tell considering the photo cuts off right below her shoulders. If you think this image would be suitable for all areas of the world, that definitely wasn't the case once the album debuted. When it hit store shelves in the Middle East, it didn't look the same as before. Demi's upper body was tweaked to cover up her shoulders and arms. After the quick edit, it appeared that the singer was wearing a long-sleeved shirt instead of going topless. We love the original black and white image, but the photoshopped version with the bright blue shirt really adds a nice pop of color. Mariah Carey. Can you believe Mariah Carey's album Rainbow debuted way back in 1999? Yeah, neither can we. Despite being released in the 20th century, the album has so many amazing songs we just can't stop listening to, like Heartbreaker featuring Jay-Z. Ask any of your friends if they know this song, and we're pretty sure they could recite the lyrics word for word. Along with the 13 other tracks, the album also included some beautiful cover art. In the photo, Mariah stood in front of a wall that was airbrushed with a rainbow. Her skimpy white tank also had the colors of the rainbow on it to match up perfectly with the airbrushed wall. To finish her look, the singer wore a pair of white bikini bottoms that showed off her svelte legs. As amazing as this image is, it had to be touched up to adhere to the culture in the Middle East. Her tank top and white bottoms were revised right away and transformed into a long-sleeve shirt and a pair of white pants. Like the other images we have seen so far, Mariah's bare arms, legs, and stomach were a little too much for the modest region of the world. Jennifer Lopez. Another classic album from 1999 was Jennifer Lopez's On the Six. Jenny from the Block won our hearts over with her timeless tunes including If You Had My Love and Waiting for Tonight. To go along with her flirty and smooth vocals, J-Lo posed for a very seductive photo on the album's cover. This singer showed off her perfectly tanned skin in a cream shirt and a pair of metallic shorts. Even though she looks so stunning in this picture, it's obviously not suitable for the Middle Eastern audience. We've shown you so many altered album covers so far, so we're pretty sure you can guess what's unacceptable in this picture. It's her exposed midriff and her bare legs, of course. But unlike the other artwork on our list, Jenny's album didn't get the chance to be professionally edited. Instead of keeping the album off the shelves in Muslim countries, shop owners took matters into their own hands. As you can see in this photo, someone simply took a black marker to the singer's torso and legs to black it out and shield it from shoppers. It's not the most professional look, but it got the job done. Madonna. Madonna had everyone hitting the dance floor and shaking it like a salt shaker on every single song on her Hard Candy album. The album's most popular track, 4 Minutes, featuring Justin Timberlake and Timbaland, instantly became the official anthem of the year 2008. On the cover art, Madonna stayed true to her personality. The pop star wore head-to-toe black, including thigh-high black leather boots. The M Championship belt on her waist just proved the singer was definitely the champ in the music industry. So what could possibly be inappropriate about this picture? Well, there's more than a few things that are unacceptable for Middle Eastern music lovers. To start, the way she's sitting is a huge no-no. Also, her bare arms, legs, and chest definitely need to be covered up for her album to ever be embraced in the Middle East. Now, are you ready to see the censored version of this picture? Take a look at it now. Madonna's spaghetti-strap tank top was replaced with a long-sleeve shirt, and her bare legs were edited to give the appearance of black pants. As for the seductive way she was sitting, editors simply placed a label on the center of the artwork to make it more appropriate. But the major revision in this image is the singer's jewelry. In the original picture, Madonna can be seen wearing a cross, but in the Middle Eastern version, her necklace was completely removed since it goes against the teachings of Islam. Christina Aguilera. In 2002, Christina Aguilera was determined to crown herself as the official naughty girl of the music industry. She had had all the right moves, provocative lyrics, and a very flirty appearance. When she released her album Stripped, the world was quick to fall in love with the song Dirty featuring Redman. The music video was equally as playful and rowdy, with Christina wearing little to nothing. She flawlessly showed off her suggestive dance moves in the middle of a boxing ring. But surprisingly, the album artwork showed a more toned-down version of the singer. She posed topless, but her long multicolored hair extensions gracefully covered up her chest. She also wore a pair of low-rise jeans that clung to her hips. Are you ready to see the edited photo that was released in the Middle East? Well, here it is. The first order of business was to cover the singer's chest with a black t-shirt. And if you thought her jeans were good enough as they were, censorship rules in the Middle East said otherwise. Her trendy jeans were converted into a floor-length skirt to make the photo more appropriate. What do you think? Do you love the original photo or the censored picture better? Katy Perry. Last on our list is none other than California girl singer Katy Perry. In 2010, the world couldn't wait for the singer to release her album Teenage Dream. It included fun and up-tempo songs, including the track E.T. At this point in her career, Katy was obsessed with girly costumes that were candy and dessert inspired, like this cupcake dress. For the cover of her album, many people assumed she would wear another unconventional confectionery outfit as usual, but she shocked us all instead. In the artwork, Katy can be seen lying on a fluffy pink cloud in her birthday suit. Thankfully, a piece of cloud covered her bum, but aside from that, her bare skin was front and center. The picture is very eye-catching, and we love the imagery of Katy floating in the clouds. But the Middle East said, not so fast. There's no way artwork like this would ever make its way into any of the region's Muslim-majority countries. So guess what happened? Well, an image editor went to work on Katy's photo, and here are the results. Instead of a tiny strip of cloud covering her butt, the revised image shows her entire body engulfed in a cloud. But at least we can still see Katy's beautiful face, right? Check out our friends at The Things, who make interesting, feel-good videos about lifestyle, pop culture, and everything viral that is sure to keep you entertained. Which of these censored album covers shocked you the most? React down below in the comments section, and don't forget to subscribe and give us a big thumbs up. And while you're at it, check out our friends at The Trendy for more cool videos for teenagers.